It's like, yeah. Actually, no, there's a couple archetypes. Maybe that's a better way to say it. There are some very overused archetypes. There's also this type of glasses. I think they're like Ray-Bans or like Ray-Ban knockoffs that have their polarized and they're reflective. And they're kind of like, what's that? You know, iridescent looking sunglasses. All the pictures of those, which is funny because it's winter and there are profiles where all the pictures, the guy is wearing sunglasses in them. So one, those are all old pictures. And two, I can't see your eyes. I don't know how the windows to your soul. I can't see them. I get really frustrated when the entire profile has no pictures of eyes and no smiles. That's some creepy shit right there. Don't do that. Keen says, I resemble that remark. Yeah, the Pacific Northwest look. Yeah, Keen's got it too. Not what I meant. Y'all good. If you can catch a fish, how can you, wait. If you catch a big fish, how can you not show it off? No, funny booty, some of them aren't even big fish, they're small fish. They're just going with the theme. Yeah, it's, okay, so I talked to one of my guy friends about it. I was like, why? Because he had a fish picture. I was going through his Tinder and I was like, why do you have the fish picture? He's like, because I want girls to know that I'm outdoorsy and like, I can fish. And I was like, okay, you're in Seattle, you're Pacific Northwest. He also had a different different picture of him on a boat, his boat. And I was like, they know you fish. You have a boat. You don't need to, like, that's a good way to show that you're outdoorsy and you like to fish. Show them on your nice boat. That's fine, that's more than enough. You don't need to do the fish picture. Everyone has the fish picture where they got, their hands are like up, hooked under the gill. It's very cliche. It's so overdone. Does the sun not come out in the winter? It does, but no one wears, no, the sun does not come out much in the winter here in Seattle because we have overcast. And even if it does, we put our sunglasses away and we don't know where they are. Sean-Luc, do you also, I don't actually know what Sean-Luc looks like, but apparently he also resembles the Pacific Northwest look. Who made this poll? Will Calf return on the stove tonight? Probably Sean-Luc. I will. I'm mise-en-placing my, it's probably Sean. I'm mise-en-placing stir-fry, motherfucker. Who did that? Who did that? This is definitely Sean-Luc. I feel like you're describing hipsters. No, those are the guys who wear the beanies and have lots of pictures of them at cafes. I mean, we could swipe through Tinder right now and I can show, or I can't show you guys because that's not appropriate, but I can describe what I see. I never, ever, ever will go for a guy who tries to look cool in his pictures. When they're all like, you know, like they're trying to smolder. What the? No smolder pictures. Ugh, so cringe. I don't know why. I know Lindsay and I talked about this before. I don't know if we did on stream, but she and I have definitely talked about it. The guys who try to make a sexy profile, oh, it's just so bad. So bad. So bad. Rex says, is this some kind of weird Seattle thing? No sun in the winter? Yes, weird summer, Seattle thing. Dell says, I've never actually kissed a crab. What I did learn at a young age is if you massage the underside of them, they will simply like quit moving around and stop trying to like pinch you. What I did not know at a young age is that I was essentially masturbating a crab. Oh my God. Doubt, you masturbated a crab? Did it have a happy ending for you or well, probably not for the crab because he probably ended up being cooked, but okay, good to know. If you're talking about what people wear, from what I've seen, casual meets homeless. Yes. For hipsters, casual meets homeless tends to be the look. And this is very common in Seattle. I also, I have so many orange flags or things that I'm just like, ooh, if there's enough of them, I'm just like, no, something's making me uncomfortable. Another thing that I really don't like is anyone who posts a picture of them wearing designer anything. Like if you're showing off Gucci and blah, 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 or you're posing in front of your car, or you just have a picture of your car. That to me is like total not for me, because your bait is like your, how do you word that? Like your social status based off your finances. So you're basically being like, you should date me because I have money. That's not a good reason to date someone. I should date you because you're nice and you're funny. We have stuff in common. You make me laugh. Like, that's why I'll date you, not because you drive a BMW. So it's what you're looking for. So for the girls who are like, hey boy, what's up? Nice BMW. You can have that, girl. I want the guy who has a picture of him like playing a tabletop game or doing something nerdy or smiling in his damn picture. Those are the ones I swipe yes on. I hate the fucking fish pics, and quite a few women have them too. Yeah, because it's the fish people trying to get a hold of each other. The fish girls are looking for them fish boys. I want someone to take me fishing, and I would like to cook some fish, but that is not my main selling point on my dating profile. Turn the stove on. Not yet, Ursulati. Nope, can't do it. Can't. Also, I can't turn it on and turn it off. That doesn't constitute turning the stove on. It's implied cooking. And I am a very ethical human being. So no, I will not turn the stove on until I'm actually using it. It's in Seattle. Yeah, barely sun barely comes out at all. Yeah, can confirm. Why do you think I'm able to pull off this lovely shale of porcelain paleness, ghostly white? Yeah, because the sun doesn't come out. LT also hates the fucking fish pics. Yeah, entire Tinder profile. I'm on a boat. Fuck buoys. Fuck trees that climb buoys, motherfuckers. I'm on a boat. Yeah, everybody look at me because I'm sailing on a boat. Yeah, exactly, Barry. It's funny though, because I know the guy. He's actually one of my really good friends. And he's the biggest couch potato ever. He does go on his boat, like in the summer, he'll go out at least once a week and he will fish. But the rest of the fucking year, the guy is just a couch potato. So he's trying to sell girls on that he's like this really outdoorsy type. He literally pops an edible and binge watches TV with his pit bull every fucking night. It's like, what are you selling? What's honeypotting? I've never heard this term before. I've never actually seen a hipster out in the world. The longest time I was convinced they were fictional. No doubt, we got a lot of them here. Yo, we got a ton here. Laughing. The fish pictures are just them trying to tell you all that they know how to use their worms. Is that a dirty joke? I'm trying to, like, their worms? Okay. But look, what if you really wanted, what if you really wanna put in your profile, date me because I'll make your nipples feel better than anyone else ever has? What if you really, LT, I think you're being facetious, but that is in some Tinder profiles that I have come across. There have been a couple where I will read it and I'm like, it's basically borderline smut. And like, I'm turning all shades of red. I was like, oh my God, this is a raunchy profile. I will obviously not swipe yes on these guys, but there are some guys who are like, I'm here for one thing, and then boom, they list it out. But you gotta be clever how you word it on Tinder so it doesn't get flagged for you can't use, on Twitch, you can't use certain words, so they'll use emojis or other things. But I have seen some that I'm like, I will actually give them props, because those are some cleverly worded, raunchy things. I'll never go out with one of those guys, but give them props, it was pretty clever. But yes, there are some people who put on their profile, I'm just here to do XYZ to your body. And it's cleverly worded. I mean, I love making artwork, but I don't want to only date artists. Are there other people in the world? Oh, I stay away from the artist type, man. I've done it a handful of times and I do not get along, dating wise, I do not get along with the artist type at all. They end up hating me or getting very frustrated with me, I should say. I'm not very touchy-feely, and I'm not very sensitive, and I'm very sarcastic, and so the sensitive types, the very big emotions, can't do it. What about a Supra? Ooh. Hello, I drive a BMW. That's not a BMW. Is it a Supra? Okay, what does this stand for? British Motorways? British Motorways is what BMW stands for, I believe. It's a Mini Cooper S. Ah. It's a bad, dirty joke, like a perverted uncle joke. Thank you, World. Yes, that was being facetious. Oh, okay, I'm chopping garlic. Or these ones. I did actually have a friend recently edit my profile. I think he had one or two small tweaks, which I appreciated from the male perspective, what he thought. But, oh, Bloodhound. Oh, is he still driving? He's a 45-minute commute. If he is driving, he can't text anyways or message. But I'm supposed to help Bloodhound with his profile. I'm really good at helping guys with their profiles. I have a couple tips for y'all if you are on the profiles, on the apps or whatever. The number one thing I find that works, if you want to get a nice girl, the number one thing is to make it funny and unique. There are so many that are all the fucking same. So if you can, there's actually one guy where I was like, he was not, like, looks-wise, he was okay. But a lot of the profiles are all the same. But I looked at his and I actually almost spit my coffee out or like had it come up my nose because it made me giggle. Like, it was very clever and it was very, very funny. And I legit swiped on him just because I was like, yours is the first one to make me laugh in a long time. So I would say make it funny. And girls appreciate vulnerability, but if you do it in like a, not like self-depreciating, but like if you're vulnerable, but in a funny way, girls love that because that'll bring our walls right down. We'll be far less paranoid or defensive or anything like that. If we're like, oh, you're a genuine human being that's empathetic and all that stuff. So pro tips. I forgot that you didn't like being touched after sex. Did we talk about this on stream? Fuck, that sounds like something Caffrey would say on stream. Yes, that's true. I do not like being touched after sex. I'm not a cuddler. Yeah, that would definitely not click. Yeah, with the artsy types, yeah. The reason why the artsy types don't like me is I'm not a big cuddler, and when they want to like talk about feelings, yeah. My post-amorous activity, Kathy, is like, usually I like to laugh. I did the same thing with cuddling. I'll throw my legs over their legs, but I like my hands to be to myself, and usually talk about Star Trek or something, like just joke about something. That's the best you'll get out of me. But the like hold each other and look each other in the eyes and talk about deep feelings, fuck that shit. Not for me. So the artsy types should stay with each other and stay far away from me. But yes, that is true. I was so freaked out by the first time a girl was like that. Oh, the girls that don't like being touched after amorous activities. Yeah. And yes, I'm a wee bit of an emotional creature. Yes, exactly why I stay away from the artsy types, which is kind of why I look at maybe more grounded women. Not all the time though. Kind of like why I look at like maybe more grounded women. Not all the time though. Wait, so you prefer the artsy types or you don't prefer the artsy types? A profile ought not to be serious. World, I agree, because when you're on a profile, you're basically selling your relationship or you're selling yourself, right? So if you come out like really serious, then a girl, okay, I can only speak based off how I date, which is more or less a heterosexual female dating, right? So I can only speak on what I know, but if you're a dude trying to get a girl and you don't smile, you're not funny and all that stuff, most likely, not gonna have a lot of luck. We talked about this earlier about that guy who came up to me when I was at the lounge and freaked me the fuck out immediately. Everything he did wrong. Oh my God, it was terrible. If you wanna learn how to pick up ladies at a lounge or a club or a coffee shop or a bar top, ask me and I'll tell you. Have totally talked about that on show. I did. Okay, apparently I did talk about the fact that post-coitus, I do not like to be touched. Apparently Caffrey said this on the stream. I don't know what the fuck that bitch says. More than once, maybe even like 10 times or so. Wow. It's really odd how much chat knows about my sex life. I'm a single woman, it's all good. Thank you, Neith, for reminding me about what my alter ego has said. Nine Toad says, I turned 40 yesterday. Congratulations. Why are you sad about that? Don't be sad. There's nothing sad about that. I'm 37. Every year we just get better. What are you talking about? Kathy is the give me a smoke and scotch after amorous activities types. I don't smoke unless it's a cigar, and I don't smoke my own cigar. I will steal whoever else has a cigar. I will steal it and I will take maybe like a fourth of it or a third of it, but I will never light my own cigar. I will only ever steal other people's. But yeah, no, post-amorous activities, yeah, Make me laugh and give me a glass of scotch. I'm a good girl. Grats 9. Congratulations. I never stared at anyone deeply in the eyes. That's how they possess you. Ooh, good call. Don't want to get possessed. Also, honeypot is basically a female version of catfishing. The female version of catfishing. Oh, wait. So did I get catfished or do I honeypot? Wait, how does that work? Female version. Wait, so, oh, a honeypot is if I look good in my pictures, but when you actually come and meet me, I'm not in my pictures. That's a honeypot? Okay. I have been told that they thought I was a catfish. And I think that was a compliment, but I was more or less just confused. I look like me. My pictures are me. Actually, the weirdest compliment I get is when I go on a date, they're like, oh, you're actually prettier in person. What does that mean? Does that mean I just take really shitty photos? But that I get that comment, I'm not gonna call it a compliment. I get that comment at least half the time. Like, oh, you're prettier than your photos. Thanks. What the fuck do you do with that information? It's also oh, so it's like a money thing? Maybe. Naito says, I'm ADHD off my fucking meds. I do fine. Okay, all right, it's okay. We're all about neurodiversity in this kitchen here, considering both my kids are, and so am I probably. Well, technically talking about cuddling is not talking about sex. No, we were talking about cuddling after sex, so that's still Okay, you're right. We were talking about activities that happen after activities. Fair enough. We weren't talking about sex. We were talking about what happens after sex. I'm gonna be sad when I turn 40. Oh God, don't be sad, you guys. Fuck. When I turn 40, I'm gonna fucking throw a rager. When I turn 40, people will remember that party for the next decade until I turn 50. It's good. I'm very excited to turn 40. I'm gonna have a good time. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Maybe I'll take all the girls and we'll go do like some crazy ass trip that we've been planning for years that we never actually did. Maybe we'll do that. I don't know. I have to figure out if I have the kids that weekend. Oh my God, Naito said sad because my little sister messaged me with just, this is wow, you're halfway to 80. Okay, my brother is about to turn 40 as well. My older brother is 2 years older than me. I can see why you might be a little sensitive about it, but I think it's great. Every year gets better. I have to say, I don't think I've ever aged a year and then looked back and been like, last year was terrible. Or like, every year I'm just like, wow, I changed a lot. I grew a lot. I learned so much. So every year I get more comfortable in my own skin. I give less fucks. Like every year I just feel like, kind of got this shit. Like every year I get a little bit better. I'm like, yeah. I got this. I got this. Am I hearing voices? God, it's so creepy living with kids sometimes. Right? Because like I thought I heard something, but I don't know. This is why I can't watch zombie movies by myself. This is why I need to get me a boy toy so a motherfucker can come and watch zombie movies with me, and when there's a creepy noise, he can go check it out. I don't want to check out the creepy. Last time on stream, there was a really creepy noise, and I left stream, and all of chat was like, this is how they die in the horror movies. Turned out someone just left a faucet on. But house is creepy at night, especially with kids here. They all make like creepy noises. Messaged me just wow. Yep, there are some very sophisticated filters out there now. Yeah. Ooh. I also swipe no on anyone who uses lots of filters in their pictures. What you hiding? Prettier in person. Oh, fucking no. Yeah. Wait, LT, explain to me why you think that is so bad. Prettier in person. Explain to me, because like I know that they mean it as a compliment. Am I wrong for being a little like put off by that comment? Like, I always think it's my fault. Like, oh, I'm being too sensitive, or oh, blah, 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 blah. But every time I hear that, I always cringe a little bit. And I feel like, I don't know, should I not cringe? That reminds me, I need to order some more decent cigars. Kane, do it. Had a chick tell me my photos lie. Oh, 9-toed. That's not very nice. That's not very nice. It's okay, Kathy. We've talked about it, and we're all still here. Cuddlers, smokers, CPAP wearers. We all just hanging out. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Two guys I've dated were, actually one of them I didn't quite date. Hung out with. He also wore a CPAP. Yeah, it's okay. It's all good. Eventually, I'm gonna have to get a night guard because I grind my teeth in my sleep. So I'm gonna be super sexy when I go to bed. Me and my big old mouth guard. I turned 38 in 2 months. Keen. Oh, so Keen's a little bit older than me because I just turned 37. I'm going to be sad when I turn 45 years ago. Doubt, you're hilarious. You're hilarious. I can't decide if I look younger than my age or older than my age. I got gray in my bed now, which definitely makes me look, or on your head now, which makes me look older. But if I shave, I kind of feel like a little boy. Look like a boy. Huh, doubt, that's tricky. I've been told I look